Your return to my CryptoQ media channel brings me joy. You should probably think again if you think meme coins are a little bit silly, naive, or just plain gambling. Also, I'm not going to give my opinion on which meme currency is best to invest in. Therefore, it is what we will be talking about. Our focus will be on how this could be utilized to forecast the locations of the real economic activity. There have been innumerable instances like this throughout the history of cryptocurrency. There seems to be growing agreement that a comparable development is underway. Despite their denial, it sets the stage for what's going on. The XRP ledger's infancy, and the present events in Solana. Changes of this kind portend massive monetary upheaval. It is my belief that you should also be attentive. Several of these tactics are employed in the Bitcoin market, and we'll go over them in this post. When Bitcoin first started out, poor behavior was a signal. You may remember that Bitcoin, the most well-known and widely used cryptocurrency today, had some questionable beginnings. Big names in finance, such as BlackRock and Fidelity, along with hedge funds and endowment funds, were once supposed to own a certain token. A large chunk of its first volume was devoted to dubious dealings including the Silk Road, drugs, and assassination for hire. This was a major gripe among those who were skeptical of Bitcoin back then. The problem wasn't with Bitcoin per se, but with how its users were abusing the system. However, in hindsight, this move highlighted Bitcoin's basic concept, a decentralized currency that is immune to censorship. Although nobody would argue that this sort of activity is constructive, it is clear that the early use cases of Bitcoin weren't merely speculative noise. The light they cast illuminated the path ahead, acting as a guidepost. Initial economic flows into Bitcoin came from shady sources, but they were essential for the currency to launch and gain traction. At first glance, it might not appear very attractive. Is this the only incident of its kind? We certainly do. In 2020 and 2021, what things were popular a lot of people here probably understand. The cryptocurrency market also saw another speculative boom known as yield farming. When it was at its peak, users staked in liquidity pools on platforms like Binance and Smart Chain in the hopes of making unreasonably big returns. It was like being in the Wild West. It all started with the bull run, while I was demaying with default logic. With all of them, what the HCK are we getting into given the ridiculousness of this? We are obligated to take part in this. Plus, the easy fix was. May I ask you to clarify which one was correct? Will you try every possible yield farming strategy until you find one that could make you a killing? No, the easy way out is to buy BNB. You decide to get Binance Coin since all this action was happening right now on it. $5 was the price of BNB. The next bull run isn't here for all currencies just yet, but it's coming, so you're still ahead of the curve at today's prices, so it was the right choice. The flows that promised extremely high AP set an unrealistic standard, and many people fell short of it. Looking closer, it's clear it's gambling. Looking further yet, it's clear it's both naive and spot on. You might not be a good fit for the incredible yield farming. Look at the chain itself, though. What exactly is the foundation for this? Those smart chains have achieved success despite the present trend's instability in the financial markets since tangible economic flows are imminent. This bet is risk-free. In hindsight, it becomes evident. I feel like we're going full circle with meme coins. Again, a change is discernible. Excellent work. Hoping it is transferred to the XRP ledger. In my view, it will lead to significant growth and liquidity. Many see the XRP ledger as an excellent foundation upon which to build applications. The popularity of meme coin apps that connect to messaging services like Telegram is on the rise. Even if a lot of individuals lose money betting on these meme currencies, the ecosystem will still benefit greatly. In the end, it will be fruitful. Thanks to the influx of liquidity, users, and developer attention that yield farming provided, what appeared like a speculative fad at the time really served as a catalyst for long-term blockchain growth yield. As a result, BMV's worth and financial growth continued to rise. The capital's interest in farming led to more tangible and sustainable opportunities. More and more projects are popping up on the Binance Smart Chain, and it seems like this is a pattern with blockchain. Speculation happens before real economic progress. At its core, a bull run is a speculative frenzy that propels the market into the next upswing through the introduction of new capital, more media coverage, and new building projects. For the time being, this is how crypto works in its early phases. The report is making reference to coins. This trend should be followed by you. Gigacoin is one example of Solana. Its market cap is suddenly $600 million. Quite huge. Very great. There is a new blockchain that is gaining traction. Coin ecosystems, including XRP, are starting to take shape. Everyone in the XRP community knows about the current trend. Everyone is jumping on the meme coin bandwagon. Yes, those methods are becoming more popular and attracting more investors. These changes are simple to ignore. Is a form of hyperinflation that will burst at some point, and it will, but it leaves more than just disappointment behind. If past events are any indication, there is far more to the story than that. Then why bother with meaningless things like gambling with meme coins? How does this impact blockchain technology? User engagement and liquidity are two concepts. As with any speculative asset, the blockchain system benefits from increased liquidity when individuals begin purchasing meme currencies. That is crucial. Second, when user-based liquidity increases, developer activity does as well. When developers follow, it's because they're trying to find a way to make money through construction. The third kind of capital culture, or cultural capital, may be provided by an increase of users. More specifically, coins can symbolize a common identity. Communities emerge around many crypto users. After seeing Floki's, Doge, and similar coins, I would guess that this is the case for the truly large ones. A long time has passed, that's for sure. They establish a community, however that won't be the case for most people. Their worth will skyrocket. The rug will be pulled out from under them. And that was the last of their writing. If you want to play this game, you should know that the majority of people will make it a zero. However, those people will also be the ones to build the groundwork for higher long-term worth. Fourthly, looking at past trends reveals that it is actually an early signal growth. Bitcoins, finance, smart chains, early use cases, boom, unwanted use cases, yield farming, and digital currency. Real economic growth frequently follows speculative activity, as becomes evident. This is something that has occurred multiple times. When it comes to cryptocurrency, we have a tendency to brush things off, saying things like "that's stupid" or "that's not sustainable." While we may be right about that, we fail to see the broader picture, which is that these blockchains will attract a lot of users, developers, and liquidity. Before you get excited, I want to make it clear that I am not implying that meme coins are a good investment. I know some folks who are thinking about it, and I wonder if they ever consider themselves an actual asset class. I will admit that I am not the best investor in the world. Perhaps they do, but I don't think so. Due of their highly speculative and almost gambling quality, I choose to avoid them. Every once in a while, I'll drop a few bucks on one. It's just a gamble for me. I'm not sure about it right now. What matters most, in my opinion, is that these speculative patterns be acknowledged, as they frequently reveal the locations where actual economic flows are beginning to materialize. Seeing my video is an honor. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.